1. Abase. Humiliate, feel shame. 2. Abash. Embarrassed. 3. Abate. Decrease, lessen. 4. Abbreviate. Shorten. 5. Abdicate. Renounce, give up. 6. Aberrant. Abnormal, deviant. 7. Aberration, a state or condition markedly different from the norm. 8. Abet. Assist or encourage, usually in some wrongdoing. 9. Abeyance. Temporary cessation or suspension. 10. Abhor. Hate or detest. 11. Abject. Lacking pride. 12. Abjure. Formally reject or disavow a formerly held belief. 13. Ablution. The act of washing oneself, as for ritual purposes. 14. Abnegation. Self-sacrifice. 15. Abolish. Cancel or put an end to. 16. Abominable. Detestable. 17. Abominate. Find repugnant. 18. Aboriginal. Primitive or first of its kind. 19. Abortive. Unsuccessful or fruitless. 20. Abrasive. Erosion by friction. 21. Abridge. Lessen, diminish or curtail. 22. Abrogate. Revoke formally or abolish. 23. Abscission. The act of cutting something off. 24. Abscond. Run away or hide. 25. Absolute. Perfect or complete or pure. 26. Absolve. Pardon or forgive. 27. Abstain. Refrain or hold back. 28. Abstemious. Marked by temperance in indulgence. 29. Abstinence. Restraint in eating and drinking. 30. Abstract. Theoretical. 31. Abstruse. Difficult to understand. 32. Abusive. Insulting or psychological maltreatment. 33. Abut. Lie adjacent to another or share a boundary. 34. Abysmal. Exceptionally bad or displeasing. 35. Abyss. A bottomless gulf or pit. 36. Academic. Associated with an educational institution. 37. Accede. Yield to another's wish or opinion. 38. Accelerate. Rate of change of velocity. 39. Accessible. Capable of being reached. 40. Accessory. A supplementary component that improves capability. 41. Acclaim. Enthusiastic approval. 42. Acclimate. Get used to a certain environment. 43. Acclivity. An upward slope or grade, as in a road. 44. Accolade. A tangible symbol signifying approval or distinction. 45. Accommodate. Have room for, hold without crowding. 46. Accomplice. A person who joins with another in carrying out some plan. 47. Accord. Concurrence of opinion. 48. Accost. Approach and speak to someone aggressively or insistently. 49. Accoutre. Provided with military equipment. 50. Accretion. An increase by natural growth or addition. 51. Accrue. Grow by addition. 52. Acerbic. Sour or bitter in taste. 53. Acerbity. A sharp bitterness. 54. Acetic. Relating to a clear organic acid with a pungent odor. 55. Acidulous. being sour to the taste. 56. Acknowledge. Declare to be true or admit the existence or reality of. 57. Acme. The highest point of something. 58. Acoustics. The study of the physical properties of sound. 59. Acquiesce. Agree or express agreement. 60. Acquittal. A judgment of not guilty. 61. Acrid. Strong and sharp, as a taste or smell. 62. Acrimonious. Marked by strong resentment or cynicism. 63. Acrophobia. Fear of great heights. 64. Actuarial. Calculate or insurance statistics. 65. Actuate. Put in motion. 66. Acuity. Sharpness of vision. 67. Acumen. Shrewdness shown by keen insight. 68. Acute. Ending in short term. 69. Adage. A condensed but memorable saying embodying an important fact. 70. Adamant. Very hard native crystalline carbon valued as a gem. 71. Adapt. Make fit for, or change to suit a new purpose. 72. Addendum. Textual matter that is added onto a publication. 73. Addiction. Being dependent on something habit-forming. 74. Addle. Mix up or confuse. 75. Address. The place where a person or organization can be found. 76. Adept. Having or showing knowledge and skill and aptitude. 77. Adhere. Stick to firmly. 78. Adherent. Someone who believes and helps to spread a doctrine. 79. Adjacent. Having a common boundary or edge. 80. Adjunct. Something added to another thing but not essential to it. 81. Adjuration. A solemn and earnest appeal to someone to do something. 82. Adjutant. An officer who acts as an assistant to a more senior officer. 83. Admonish. Scold or reprimand, take to task. 84. Adorn. Make more attractive, as by adding ornament or color. 85. Adroit. Quick or skillful or adept in action or thought. 86. Adulation. Exaggerated flattery or praise. 87. Adulterate. Make impure by adding a foreign or inferior substance. 88. Advent. Arrival that has been awaited. 89. Adventitious. Associated by chance and not an integral part. 90. Adversary. Someone who offers opposition. 91. Adverse. In an opposing direction. 92. Adversity. A state of misfortune or affliction. 93. Advert. A public promotion of some product or service. 94. Advocacy. Active support of an idea or cause. 95. Advocate. A person who pleads for a person, cause, or idea. 96. Aegis. Armor plate that protects the chest. 97. Aerie. The lofty nest of a bird of prey, such as a hawk or eagle. 98. Aesthetic. Characterized by an appreciation of beauty or good taste. 99. Affable. Diffusing warmth and friendliness. 100. Affected. Influenced. 101. Affidavit. Written declaration made under oath. 102. Affiliation. The act of becoming formally connected or joined. 103. Affinity. A natural attraction or feeling of kinship. 104. Affirmation. The act of asserting or stating something. 105. Affix. Attached to. 106. Affliction. A cause of great suffering and distress. 107. Affluence. Abundant wealth. 108. Affront. A deliberately offensive act. 109. Agape. With the mouth wide open as in wonder or awe. 110. Agenda. A list of matters to be taken up, as at a meeting. 111. Agglomeration. The act of collecting in a mass. 112. Aggrandize. Embellish, increase the scope, power, or importance of. 113. Aggregate. A sum total of many heterogeneous things taken together. 114. Aggressor. Someone who attacks. 115. Aghast. Struck with fear, dread, or consternation. 116. Agility. The gracefulness of a quick and nimble person or animal. 117. Agitate. Move or cause to move back and forth. 118. Agnostic. A person who claims the existence of God is unknowable. 119. Agog. Highly excited. 120. Agrarian. Relating to rural matters. 121. Alacrity. Liveliness and eagerness. 122. Alchemy. A pseudoscientific forerunner of chemistry in medieval times. 123. Alcove. A small recess opening off a larger room. 124. Alias. A name that has been assumed temporarily. 125. Alienate. Arouse hostility or indifference in. 126. Alimentary. Supplying or providing nourishment. 127. Alimony. Support paid by one spouse to another after separation. 128. Allay. Lessen the intensity of or calm. 129. Allege. Report or maintain. 130. Allegiance. The act of binding yourself to a course of action. 131. Allegory. A short moral story. 132. Alleviate. Provide physical relief, as from pain. 133. Alliteration. Use of the same consonant at the beginning of each word. 134. Allocate. Distribute according to a plan or set apart for a purpose. 135. Alloy. A mixture containing two or more metallic elements. 136. Allude. Make an indirect reference to. 137. Allure. The power to entice or attract. 138. Allusion. Passing reference or indirect mention. 139. Alluvial. Relating to deposits carried by rushing streams. 140. Aloof. Remote in manner. 141. Aloft. At or on or to the masthead or upper rigging of a ship. 142. Altercation. A noisy quarrel. 143. Altruistic. Showing unselfish concern for the welfare of others. 144. Amalgamate. Bring or combine together or with something else. 145. Amass. Collect or gather. 146. Amazon. A large, strong, and aggressive woman. 147. Ambidextrous. Equally skillful with each hand. 148. Ambience. The atmosphere of an environment. 149. Ambiguous. Having more than one possible meaning. 150. Ambivalence. Mixed feelings or emotions. 151. Amble. Walk leisurely. 152. Ambrosia. The food and drink of the gods. 153. Ambulatory. Able to walk about. 154. Ameliorate. Make better. 155. Amenable. Disposed or willing to comply. 156. Amend. Make revisions to. 157. Amenities. Things that make you comfortable and at ease. 158. Amiable. Diffusing warmth and friendliness. 159. Amicable. Characterized by friendship and goodwill. 160. Amiss. In an improper or mistaken manner. 161. Amity. A state of friendship and cordiality. 162. Amnesia. Partial or total loss of memory. 163. Amnesty. A warrant granting release from punishment for an offense. 164. Amorally. Without regard for the distinction between right and wrong. 165. Amorous. Inclined toward or displaying love. 166. Amorphous. Having no definite form or distinct shape. 167. Amphibian. Cold-blooded vertebrate living on land but breeding in water. 168. Amphitheater. An oval large stadium with tiers of seats. 169. Ample. More than enough in size or scope or capacity. 170. Amplify. Increase the volume of. 171. Amputate. Remove surgically. 172. Amok. Wildly, without self-control. 173. Amulet. A trinket thought to be a magical protection against evil. 174. Anachronism. Locating something at a time when it couldn't have existed. 175. Analgesic. Capable of relieving pain. 176. Analogous. Similar or equivalent in some respects. 177. Analogy. Drawing a comparison in order to show a similarity. 178. Anarchist. An advocate of the abolition of governments. 179. Anarchy. A state of lawlessness and disorder. 180. Anathema. A formal ecclesiastical curse accompanied by excommunication. 181. Ancestry. The lineage of an individual. 182. Anchor. A mechanical device that prevents a vessel from moving. 183. Ancillary. Furnishing added support. 184. Anecdote. Short account of an incident. 185. Anemia. A deficiency of red blood cells. 186. Anesthetic. A drug that causes temporary loss of bodily sensations. 187. Anguish. Extreme distress of body or mind. 188. Angular. Having straight lines and sharp points or corners. 189. Animadversion. Harsh criticism or disapproval. 190. Animated. Having life or vigor or spirit. 191. Animosity. A feeling of ill will arousing active hostility. 192. Animus. A feeling of ill will arousing active hostility. 193. Annals. A chronological account of events in successive years. 194. Anneal. Bring to a desired consistency by heating and cooling. 195. Annex. Attach to. 196. Annihilate. Kill in large numbers. 197. Annotate. Add explanatory notes to or supply with critical comments. 198. Annuity. Income from capital investment paid regularly. 199. Annul. Cancel officially. 200. Anodyne. Capable of relieving pain. 201. Anoint. Administer an oil or ointment to, often ceremonially. 202. Anomalous. Deviating from the general or common order or type. 203. Anomaly. Deviation from the normal or common order, form, or rule. 204. Anonymity. The state of being unknown. 205. Antagonism. An actively expressed feeling of dislike and hostility. 206. Antecede. Be earlier in time, go back further. 207. Antecedent. A preceding occurrence or cause or event. 208. Antediluvian. Relating to the period before the biblical flood. 209. Anthem. A song of devotion or loyalty. 210. Anthology. A collection of selected literary passages. 211. Anthropoid. Resembling human beings. 212. Anthropologist. A social scientist specializing in the study of humanity. 213. Anthropomorphic. Suggesting human features for animals or inanimate things. 214. Antic. Ludicrously odd. 215. Anticlimax. A disappointing decline after a previous rise. 216. Antidote. A remedy that stops or controls the effects of a poison. 217. Antipathy. A feeling of intense dislike. 218. Antiquated. So extremely old as seeming to belong to an earlier period. 219. Antiseptic. Thoroughly clean and free of disease-causing organisms. 220. Antithesis. Exact opposite. 221. Anvil. A heavy block on which hot metals are shaped by hammering. 222. Apathy. An absence of emotion or enthusiasm. 223. Ape. Any of various primates with short tails or no tail at all. 224. Aperture. A natural opening in something. 225. Apex. The highest point of something. 226. Aphasia. Inability to use language because of a brain lesion. 227. Aphorism. A short pithy instructive saying. 228. Apiary. A shed containing a number of beehives. 229. Aplomb. Great coolness and composure under strain. 230. Apocalyptic. Of or relating to a catastrophe. 231. Apocryphal. Being of questionable authenticity. 232. Apogee. The farthest point in an orbit around the Earth. 233. Apolitical. Neutral with regards to government policy. 234. Apologist. A person who argues to defend some policy or institution. 235. Apostate. Not faithful to religion or party or cause. 236. Apothecary. A health professional trained in the art of preparing drugs. 237. Apothegm. A short pithy instructive saying. 238. Apotheosis. Model of excellence or perfection of a kind. 239. Appall. Strike with disgust or revulsion. 240. Apparition. A ghostly appearing figure. 241. Appease. Make peace with. 242. Appellation. Identifying words by which someone or something is called. 243. Append. Fix to, attach. 244. Application. The action of putting something into operation. 245. Apposite. Being of striking appropriateness and pertinence. 246. Appraise. Consider in a comprehensive way. 247. Appreciate. Be fully aware of, realize fully. 248. Apprehend. Anticipate with dread or anxiety. 249. Apprehensive. In fear or dread of possible evil or harm. 250. Apprise. Inform somebody of something. 251. Approbation. Official acceptance or agreement. 252. Appropriate. Suitable for a particular person, place, or situation. 253. Appurtenance. Equipment consisting of miscellaneous articles. 254. Apropos. Of a suitable, fitting, or pertinent nature. 255. Aptitude. Inherent ability. 256. Aquiline. Curved down like an eagle's beak. 257. Arabesque. Position in which the dancer has one leg raised behind. 258. Arable. Capable of being farmed productively. 259. Arbiter. Someone chosen to judge and decide a disputed issue. 260. Arbitrary. Based on or subject to individual discretion or preference. 261. Arbitrate. Act between parties with a view to reconciling differences. 262. Arboretum. A facility where trees and shrubs are cultivated. 263. Arcade. A structure composed of arches supported by columns. 264. Arcane. Requiring secret or mysterious knowledge. 265. Archaeology. The branch of anthropology that studies prehistoric people. 266. Archaic. So extremely old as seeming to belong to an earlier period. 267. Archetype. Something that serves as a model. 268. Archipelago. A group of many islands in a large body of water. 269. Archives. Collection of records especially about an institution. 270. Ardor. Feelings of great warmth and intensity. 271. Arduous. Characterized by effort to the point of exhaustion. 272. Argot. A characteristic language of a particular group. 273. Aria. An elaborate song for solo voice. 274. Arid. Lacking sufficient water or rainfall. 275. Aristocracy. A privileged class holding hereditary titles. 276. Armada. A large fleet. 277. Aromatic. Having a strong pleasant odor. 278. Arraign. Accuse of a wrong or an inadequacy. 279. Array. An impressive display or assortment. 280. Arrears. The state of being behind in payments. 281. Arrest. Take into custody. 282. Arrhythmic. Lacking a steady beat or accent. 283. Arrogance. Overbearing pride evidenced by a superior manner. 284. Arroyo. A stream or brook. 285. Arsenal. All the weapons and equipment that a country has. 286. Artful. Not straightforward or candid. 287. Articulate. Express or state clearly. 288. Artifact. A man-made object. 289. Artifice. The use of deception or trickery. 290. Artisan. A skilled worker who practices some trade or handicraft. 291. Artless. Simple and natural, without cunning or deceit. 292. Ascendancy. The state when one person or group has power over another. 293. Ascertain. Learn or discover with confidence. 294. Ascetic. Someone who practices self-denial as a spiritual discipline. 295. Ascribe. Attribute or credit to. 296. Aseptic. Free of pathological microorganisms. 297. Ashen. Pale from illness or emotion. 298. Asinine. Devoid of intelligence. 299. Askance. With suspicion or disapproval. 300. Askew. Turned or twisted to one side. 301. Asperity. Harshness of manner. 302. Aspersion. A disparaging remark. 303. Aspirant. An ambitious young person. 304. Aspire. Have an ambitious plan or a lofty goal. 305. Assail. Attack someone physically or emotionally. 306. Assay. A test of a substance to determine its components. 307. Assent. Agree or express agreement. 308. Assert. Declare or affirm solemnly and formally as true. 309. Assessment. The act of judging a person or situation or event. 310. Assiduous. Marked by care and persistent effort. 311. Assimilate. Make alike. 312. Assuage. Provide physical relief, as from pain. 313. Assumption. The act of taking something for granted. 314. Asteroid. A small celestial body composed of rock and metal. 315. Astigmatism. Impaired eyesight common in nearsighted people. 316. Astral. Being or relating to or resembling or emanating from stars. 317. Astringent. Tending to draw together or constrict soft organic tissue. 318. Astronomical. Relating to the branch of physics studying celestial bodies. 319. Astute. Marked by practical hard-headed intelligence. 320. Asunder. Into parts or pieces. 321. Asylum. A shelter from danger or hardship. 322. Asymmetric. Characterized by lack of balance in the arrangement of parts. 323. Atavism. A reappearance of an earlier characteristic. 324. Atheist. Someone who denies the existence of God. 325. Atone. Turn away from sin or do penitence. 326. Atrocity. An act of shocking cruelty. 327. Atrophy. A decrease in size of an organ caused by disease or disuse. 328. Attentive. Taking heed. 329. Attenuate. Become weaker in strength, value, or magnitude. 330. Attest. Provide evidence for. 331. Attribute. A quality belonging to or characteristic of an entity. 332. Attrition. The act of rubbing together. 333. Atypical. Not representative of a group, class, or type. 334. Audacious. Disposed to venture or take risks. 335. Audit. Examine carefully for accuracy. 336. Augment. Enlarge or increase. 337. Augury. An event indicating important things to come. 338. August. Profoundly honored. 339. Aureole. The outermost region of the sun's atmosphere. 340. Auroral. Characteristic of the dawn. 341. Auspicious. Indicating favorable circumstances and good luck. 342. Austere. Of a stern or strict bearing or demeanor. 343. Authenticate. Establish the undisputed credibility of something. 344. Authoritarian. Characteristic of an absolute ruler or absolute rule. 345. Authoritative. Of recognized power or excellence. 346. Autocratic. Characteristic of an absolute ruler or absolute rule. 347. Automaton. A mechanism that can move independently of external control. 348. Autonomous. Existing as an independent entity. 349. Autopsy. An examination and dissection of a dead body. 350. Auxiliary. Furnishing added support. 351. Avalanche. A slide of large masses of snow, ice and mud down a mountain. 352. Avarice. Reprehensible acquisitiveness, insatiable desire for wealth. 353. Avenge. Take action in return for a perceived wrong. 354. Aver. Declare or affirm solemnly and formally as true. 355. Averse. Strongly opposed. 356. Aversion. A feeling of intense dislike. 357. Avert. Turn away or aside. 358. Aviary. A building where birds are kept. 359. Avid. Marked by active interest and enthusiasm. 360. Avocation. An auxiliary activity. 361. Avow. Declare or affirm solemnly and formally as true. 362. Avuncular. Being or relating to an uncle. 363. An overwhelming feeling of wonder or admiration. 364. All. A pointed tool for marking surfaces or for punching holes. 365. Awry. Turned or twisted to one side. 366. Axiom. A proposition that is not susceptible of proof or disproof. 367. Azure. Purplish blue color. Do like and subscribe the channel for more.